Here we go then, boys and girls. Transfer window o'clock, and we need to make this a big one because we've kind of started to slip down the league table again. And I think if we don't at least get in the playoffs this season, we probably knock this save on the head and acknowledge it might be too hard this year. And I don't want to do that. I want to win everything with Posh like we normally do. So this transfer window needs to count. Just to bring you up to speed with what's going on in the save, boys and girls. I'm trying to click on fixtures. As you can see, very, 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 very mixed. And this is what the league table looks like as a result. We are still only 5 points outside of the playoffs. But there was a point when we were only a few points outside. So 5 points does become problematic. It is worth pointing out that we've done most of December without a striker because they were all injured. And we do now have Harry Leonard fit again. Bojan's nearly fit. Garbett's been playing up front and has not been too bad on his goal return, to be fair. Ennis is supposed to be a winger. He's had a few games up front. Hugill has also been injured. I don't know why he's now not registered because he has clearly been playing. And we also have Danny Ings around somewhere who is now finally registered to play but is injured because he's Danny Ings. And that's what Danny Ings does. So we've got some business to take care of, most notably around the attack, I suspect. We have got some money to spend, but we also have too many players that we can't fit them all into the squad. So we're probably going to have to trim the squad down before we can bring anybody new in. And the transfer window is a long one, so we have plenty of time to do it. Worry not. So who's on the transfer list by request? We can get £1 million for a player who doesn't want to be. Oh, hang on. Hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, no, it is a mandatory future fee. I am going to insist that they pay his salary in the meantime, which could be bonkers when there's £1 million on the table for a guy we signed on a free transfer. But I'm going to push it, and yeah, I just cost us £1 million. I hope that offer didn't get put in front of the chairman, because I feel like he'd probably be quite miffed about what we've done there. I mean, he doesn't look very happy about it, does he? Oh, you turned it down, did you? Thanks. Loves having his picture taken, that boy. Right, we need to keep on trying to clear players out before we can bring anybody in. Right, loan offers. I'm not going to mess around. Loan offers that don't include 100% salary, we're just going to decline. We will accept the others, and we'll accept any transfer offer as long as it doesn't have us doing a wage contribution. Because I don't really care. There you go. So these ones will decline. I don't really care how much money we get for him. I just want to stop paying his wages and get him out of the squad. Oh, hold on. That one needs to... That's where he's going to go now, isn't it? There doesn't seem to be a way to drop out of that one that I've accidentally accepted. Right, he wants to withdraw his transfer request, which is good because we want to keep him around. Is he actually registered now? Because he wasn't a minute ago. He has been injured. Yeah, he is unregistered. So we probably, if we're keeping him, need to registerize him. Eonvian's still here. How have I not noticed him knocking around? He's 6'3" and I didn't realise he was still at the club. I mean, we've literally never... I mean, he was out on loan last year. I have not noticed Bradley Eonvian at any point. One of the stars of last year's non-league to legend. I mean, we're going to get him gone. We don't want him. I didn't know he was here. I am quite the man manager. Where do I find media predictions? If you go into the league table, they're there. So, in fact, the media predict 11th, and we are... Oh, we're actually above. We were at 11th a minute ago. We're actually overperforming. What a manager. Mr. Tickle is still the best goalkeeper in the division. But we are overperforming our media expectation. Mr. Tickle is the best player in the division as well. Why? How do Wigan keep hold of Mr. Tickle consistently? Declan Thrift is off to Burton. Off your pop. Mansfield want him, but he's just gone to Burton. We still need to clear out a few more players before we can bring anybody in. Frith wasn't even registered in the squad, so we need to create some squad holes. We are mortgaging the instalments. I want the money now. We need to sell a couple more players before we can bring anybody in, because we don't have the squad gaps for them. God, I forgot he existed. Now, he's another one. In real life, we signed him like at the start of last season. I've still not seen him play. He's literally been injured for a year and a half. So, yeah, he can leave. I didn't realise he was still here. which I think is the situation in real life as well. Make sure he goes. We're having a clear out. Right, Bojan's back, finally. We've got Bojan back. We've got Ings and Hugill on the bench. We've gone from no strikers to 3 strikers. Look at me. I'm full of strikers. And they're all back in time for the derby. So let's go and wallop Cambridge. Good job I've been doing this so long I can read it in my head ahead of when it comes out of my mouth. It's like the panic button you get on live radio. I have a 2-second cushion where I'm reading it in my head before I'm saying the words. This is not ideal. Like we picked up our first box of pickup the other day. They're absolutely lovely. A top A+ Bicky. They are that. I'll confess, I hadn't had one until they sent them to me. I think they are new. But they are ace as well. They're really nice. Right, here we go. Equaliser. Leonard from the spot to bring us level in the derby, and he does. I think Leonard's our top scorer. 10 goals from 26 matches. He's wafting his arms around as well. Is there a way to have the space bar work like it used to? There is today. It launched today. So yes. I never watch the draws live. Yeah, and I think that's the case for most people. I never watch them live either. I used to find it quite frustrating in the network game when they would want to watch them live. It's like, what, you'd normally do this? Oh, finally! Finally! We set up the set piece instruction in the last stream because we've got him, all 6'5". I mean, it's not even one of the exploit corners that he scored from. This is far post. But finally, we've scored from a corner. Hopefully, this is the start of something beautiful. Oh, goodness me. Right, let's have another one. We're staying on attacking. Just keep attacking. Bojan can come off in a minute. We've got Hugill to come on. And then Ings can come on with 10 minutes to go if he's fit enough. Oh, no. Oh, for goodness sake, that's immediate. Ref? We're not... We're just letting them do that, are we? Oh. Where's the linesman? There he is, look. Keep an eye on him. We need to have words with that guy. Right, we're going very attacking. He's coming off because he's been rubbish. And he's going to come off so we can get him on up there. And then we're going to take him off for him. And we might do 4 changes here. We're just going to change the entire attack. There you go. All 4 attackers have been changed. And we've gone very attacking. With 25 minutes to go. We need a goal. A football goal. Very attacking might have broken us here. Because we're just not getting any highlights. It's like the good old days. Where very attacking does not... We've been on very attacking for 25 minutes and not had a highlight. Which is bonkers. Look at the state of that. We didn't see a single highlight after we made those substitutions. Not one moment of Danny Ings on a football pitch in a Peterborough shirt. Still. I'm sure he can't hide his delight. I can't hide my being quite cross. Right, here we go. Another one we can get rid of. We might actually be able to do some transfers shortly. It's all so negative. It's because our general quality isn't good enough to play one of the good tactics. Do we just gamble anyway? Apparently the England match has kicked off and I'm watching a lady put bread in an oven. I feel like the ITV feed might be slightly behind. Okay, that all seems to make a lot of sense. That is our primary trained tactic. When do we play next? We play next. Oh God, Cambridge straight into McDonald's. We're not getting time to recover, are we? Are the players good enough to keep possession? No. They're also not fit enough to gegenpress, but we're losing games playing a system that should work. So let's play a system that shouldn't work and see if we just break the game. Does anyone remember when On Digital was first a thing? Over 25 years ago this was. And their big selling point was we'd be able to watch every match. That was the big selling point. That's why Football League fans in particular, that's why we went to them. Because their promise was, once this is all up and running, you'll be able to watch every match home and away for your team. Still can't do that now, 25 years later. Meanwhile, they basically bankrupted half the clubs. That was a fun time. And now we're losing! Gegenpress doesn't work either! But how cool would that service have been? The latest update for console has improved gameplay so much. I've just connected a wireless mouse to my Xbox and the game is a lot more playable. Nice. Lovely, lovely. I think we are going to see the game just continually get better with the updates. I know it will never be okay that it was released in the state that it was. But it is, unfortunately, one of those things that happens sometimes. We saw it with Championship Manager 4 all those years ago. That took 6 months to become playable. And it's just one of those things. Sometimes the economics of the situation dictates that they have to release an unfinished game, even though nobody involved wants to. I'm sure there's nobody at Sports Interactive going, you know what would be really funny if we just were bringing Danny Ings on. They didn't say that. You know, it would be really funny if we released this game unfinished. Let's do that. I mean, that never happened. They obviously would have preferred to release it finished. Do I think next year's Knowledge Legend will be Harbour Town? Are they going to get promoted? It will be if they get promoted. Right, we're now playing Burton. And Danny Ings is starting. We're actually going to see Danny Ings play in a posh shirt. What a time to be alive. Do I have the bell to ding? I've got a bell over there. I'm not dinging it when we're losing every game. It's the last thing I want. We're having no dings here. Look at that link-up play from our England international striker. That was all Danny Ings. A ding for Ings. Oh, I see. I understand. Okay. We'll get the bell out. The bell's here. If Dings scores, we'll ding. Oh, look at that link-up play from him again. Mr. Back to goal. There he is again, look. It's beautiful from Ings. There he is! Oh, for goodness sake, keep your back to that goal. You are not allowed to turn round, sunshine. You're lovely as a wall for them to bounce off of. Oh, it's a free kick. It's not even a long throw. Why is this a highlight? Because we're going to score from it, that's why. Oh! Football! Lovely. That's what we're going to do every time we score now. It's going to be my new thing. That was loud. You're welcome, Topher. Just had another game go from 2-0 to 3-2. This time to me. Something weird's going on FM26 in the new engine. I mean, I've not noticed it happen. Maybe you're just having a weird run of form. Right, what's gone on with my TV? My TV has just gone off now. Of course he scored against us. We sold him to them and then mentioned him. So now he's going to get a hat-trick. Well, Ings has just done a full 90. We've not seen anything of him in the second half. Until now. Back to goal. Stop turning around. What a pass. Turn around all you want. What a pass from Danny Ings. I'm going to tap the underside of the bell because it was nearly... That was good. That was good stuff. Look at this pass. That's a Premier League pass. Leonard's going to score a lot of goals with this guy alongside him. Ings has got no legs left, but he's got a footballing brain. He's got some talent, for goodness sake. I think that is his 5th injury. He has had more injuries than he has played matches. What a silly boy. What do you want? Who are you? Oh, you've played over 50 games for me at centre-back. Okay. What do you want? You want to leave? I don't care. SYC eats one every giveaway. He eats them so daintily as well. He nibbles off the corner, doesn't he? Oh, what is that? He's another former posh player. For goodness sake! The whole league is full of former posh wingers. And they keep doing things like this to us. There's a lot of good football going on. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about. Lovely stuff. Our wingers both looking good. We don't need a new £2.5 million winger. We're going to sign him anyway, but we absolutely don't need him. Yeah, maybe it's just a club that is really badly run and there's not a lot you're going to do about it. Football. Just really annoying as I know the club, Sunderland, it's probably one of the most financially stable clubs in the league. Just think FM has hosed the club with so many never issues. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe they're not financially sustainable in real life. Big overspenders Sunderland may not be sustainable as they were before the Prem. Yeah, Harry Leonard scored again. I missed that because I was reading the chat. Leonard's been brilliant. Leonard's on for player of the season, I think. Don't concede a late goal. Do not concede a late goal. Don't concede. Don't concede a late goal. It works. Interesting. Shouts are back, everybody. Right. For goodness sake, I said! And he's another former posh player as well. I said don't do that. Chong is available for 300,000. Oh, we might get involved in that. That feels like some deadline day business that we want to be involved in. 6'4", and look at the thickness of that man's neck. He's in. His neck is wider than his ears. Imagine the goals that man's going to score from corners. Oh, we can't get you both. Oh, no. Can we adjust budgets? Probably not. Budgets. Budgets. Yeah, we can. I'm not against getting these two and not getting the winger. Because I think we need these two more than we need another winger. And they're both much cheaper. So if we can get these two, we get these two, I think. Is it deadline o'clock yet? Right, we're getting these two in. So he's leaving. He's arriving. He's arriving. And then if we can still... Oh, why is that one falling through? The wage on offer would... I've never had that happen before, and it wouldn't have done. The wage on offer would exceed the club's budget. How, though? I don't know why all of a sudden this is happening. FFP. It could be FFP. Where's finances? It would be nice if it told me it was FFP. It probably is FFP. I think he's on quite a lot of money and we've not even registered him. It's fine. Should we get Manny Fernandez back? I mean, there are stupider things I could do. Stepping stone. You've already had your stepping stone. You weren't good enough to play in Scotland. What makes you think you can step any higher than League One? Here he comes. See, we are getting the band back together slowly. Dembele's back. Manny Fernandez is back. Ricky J. Jones has to come home. That's got to be the end goal of this save. Peppermint tea is ace, by the way. If you don't drink peppermint tea, you are missing out. It was almost worth all the gallbladder issues, the surgery, the A&E admissions, all of that pain, because it led me to discovering peppermint tea. I heard Lollujo was AI. Whoever said that to you has committed a hate crime and is just picking on me for being autistic and appearing like an AI. So bear that in mind. I don't think we're going to get promoted again. We're going to have a difficult conversation at the end of this season. I don't mind Tabasco. I just don't feel the need to put it on eggs. I like to dip my pizza crust in Tabasco. Tabasco's nice. Oh, what's just happened? That's ridiculous. Everybody focusing on this replay. And doink. Football goal. Lovely stuff. Even the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress is not working. I just think Posh are rubbish. Football. We might have a little glance at the form again. I think what we've learned here is we can't Gegenpress. Because if anything, that's made the situation worse. We've overreacted to that Cambridge defeat, and we are now tumbling down the league table.